Welcome back to M Hood Discovered, everybody. So, when I rented this sight unseen remotely from down in Belle Chasse, Louisiana, there were things I didn't know. I didn't know I was going to get thrown into the mix of two stories, one old and one current. You're always interrupting me. Yeah, you're right. They haven't eaten yet. Neither have I. We've been out. We made deposits, they did. They made drops. Cats have been fed. The second cup of tea is brewing. Two stories. And that tree trimmer's right there on the corner, so let's feed some dogs while he's making noise. That thing drives around with the blade just spinning. He's not even trimming anything. He's just going down the road with a spinning blade. Yeah, you're right. Stay away from us. Where was I? Oh yeah. Two stories. One old, one current. The old one well remembered. The current one ongoing. Now, both stories have gripped the community or affected the community. Yeah. So, let's start with the old one and tell you how it's affected me, apart from just hearing about it, being told it. Imagine this. The most beautiful country goth girl in town. She lived in here, and she destroyed herself on meth. She had a red bone puppy that jumped out the window of the car at 70 miles an hour on the interstate. Did not live. When it's the most beautiful girl in town, in a small town, and the community has to watch her go downhill, spiral down on one drug or another, it's gripping for the community. They all feel it. Now, there are some who are oblivious, look the other way, don't care, didn't think about it, never paid it any mind. But there's always going to be a number of us who are involved, who are affected, who are saddened by it. I don't know what happened to her. Her boyfriend is in jail. She may be as well, but she is no longer around, as far as I'm told. I've seen this kind of story play itself out before in other towns. Not always a country goth girl, but the beautiful one, spiraling down. Movies have been about this, stories have been told, books written. It's pretty sad. But it was so gripping for the community, and it'd been like about 2-3 years or so since anyone had lived in here after her. All of a sudden I show up. A lot of people were driving by, worried that I might be another one, because they associated this property with meth heads. I am not one. I am not spiraling down. Quite the opposite. Some of those people weren't personally involved with our most beautiful goth girl. However, they lived around here and they watched things, they saw things, they heard things. So they associated this property with that kind of activity. Got a sheriff's department driving by. Slow. Yeah, that's the old story. And the memory lingers on. Some of those people just kept on driving by, like the sheriff's department there. Others stopped to jaw with me, talk to me, and they seen me around. They may have even gone so far as to look at my YouTube channels, and they realized pretty quick that I'm quite the opposite of that old story. Yeah, you're right. So the current story, I got more embroiled in because it has to do with the person who owns this. She's well known in the community, in this area. She once ran a private zoo. I mean, it's still there, but back in the day, you could pay. It was supposed to be pricey, but you could pay to go swim with otters over there. And there were monkeys and other things. Still, there are still some monkeys, but it's not open to the public anymore. It looks like Fort Knox. And we got another vehicle, sketchy vehicle. One of those vehicles, it just came through going one way, now turn around going the other. One of those vehicles with smashed windows. They got like tarps and plastic covering it. Could just be a poor person. Could be, yeah, I think I've seen that vehicle parked certain areas of the county park. I think they're sleeping in their vehicle. I don't think they turned around and came back through for us at all. I think they just cruising. They may have been weary of the two sheriff's department vehicles that just came through here. I waved. One did not wave back because she was not looking at me, and the other one did wave back because he was looking over here because I'm talking to a little box. Yeah, you're right. Black. Most of them are nice and they wave. So that's what's up, you know. I got thrown into stories that the community knows well, and some of the community does not know well. You gotta take some things you hear with a grain of salt. When I'm told she was the most beautiful, maybe that's through the eye of the beholder. Maybe that's their opinion. Maybe she was not. But that's what I'm told. That makes the story sound good to me. But I've never met this woman. I don't even know her name. But I met the one that owns this story box. And she's not spiraling down on meth, but she's spiraling down on age. You just can't do business that way. God bless her for trying. But it puts me into uneasy, uncertain situation. Like, you can't sign a contract in the state of Texas with someone who clearly is not of sound mind, like with dementia and other things, brain trauma. You can avoid it. There are just too many complications that have already arisen from that condition, and complications I foresee for the future, so we're moving on. But we're still thrown into the mix of stories that have been ongoing. They're not over. Such as the Queen of Holbrook. Yeah, you're right. We may have left the pig children of Braithwaite back down there in southeast Louisiana, but we got other stories to tell, and we got our own story to tell. Today is the final push. Going up to the hill. Still on the lake. It's still lake life. You've seen the shop. You've not seen the room. And you will not see the room in this video. But yeah, you're right. I'm busy waking up, sitting on the porch, spinning yarns for you. My time here was nice but dark with dry taps. Here pretty soon, everything will be absolutely powered up, because it is. The power is on over there. The shop might be a little chilly in winter, but all you need is a propane tank. Fix a window or two. The house is homey, like your grandma just, decorated it. It's Texas. It's very Texas in there. Yeah, you're right. Yep, we're gonna leave this big wooden mausoleum because it looks like a family plot on a ranch with this white fence around it, and then you put some in the ground out here and the others are stacked up in there. But it's actually like a big old litter box because of the sugar sand. It just gets blown right up in there. These dogs, they were not itching and scratching when we started to head this way out of Louisiana. We get them here and they're just getting coated all the way from the tips of their hairs to the skin down into the follicles, soaked through with sugar sand, and it irritates the piss out of them, especially the big one, the red bone. So we won't have that up there. We got stuff coming. I had a very long day yesterday. I know this is a very long blah 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 blah, but we're about done, and then we're gonna get on with it. Very long day, ferrying stuff over there into the shop. Got more to put in the shop, but it's fairly organized and coming along. I don't think I'm going to cramp it up too bad. Places to put stuff where it's out of the way and whatnot. And then by the end of the day, everything will be in the room. But yeah, I kept moving stuff past the closure of yesterday's video into the night. Not too much, but I did. And then I got over there with the laptop, and I got online, and I did a big Walmart sale. Order. I sat there and I ordered stuff for the dogs, a lot of stuff for the dogs, flea stuff and other things. And I got a new bed. I got a Japanese style futon. Be here in a few days. Got new pillows. Other things were just like, I didn't order fishing stuff. I need to be in there. I need to go up there and purchase some other things. But yeah, I got simple things because I'm about out of tea. I got like 2 or 3 bags left, so I gotta wake up in the morning with caffeine. I got a can of Cafe Bustelo coming today. A big can of regular medium. I'll mix the Bustelo with the medium coffee. It'll taste like dark roast, like espresso, but with a lot of caffeine. Boom, wakes you up. Some bleach. Odds and ends for moving in, right? I need more odds and ends for moving in, but I'm not one to just sit there forever putting an order together. I just like, let's keep it small, and then I'll get into town later this week and stroll around. I might bring you with me, I might not. It's Walmart. We've all seen it, right? How interesting could it be? Maybe I'll take you into Brookshire's, because I think we have a better chance of getting a jar of Steen's molasses at Brookshire's. Yeah, and then I ordered the internet from Peoples for that house over there, because it doesn't have it. I'm using my friend Billy, last cast, who's right there. using his, but I want mine. 500 up, 500 down, $82 a month. Much faster and cheaper than in Bell Chase from Sparklight. Why is that? Because it's fiber optic, and I got line insurance, and it's not a contract like the last time I had fiber optic from AT&T. You know, it made me sign some long contract time-wise, right? And I needed to move out of Natchez to come here. I had to buy my way out of that. I'm not buying my way out. Why do I have to sign a contract? Just let me pay you for the service as I need it, as I use it. And then when I'm ready to go somewhere else, we can terminate without you trying to take a pound of flesh out of me. Yeah, you're right. That's the way it should be. Contracts. But yeah, can't sign contracts when somebody doesn't want to do power of attorney. Can't sign contracts with someone who's not of sound mind, not in the state of Texas anyway. Yeah, you're right. I wish her all the best, but, you know, these things don't go away. May even happen to me because it took my grandfather, and that skips a generation. But if I can remember the name of the diner on the corner of Avenue A, right across from Tompkins, Leshko's, yeah, it might still happen to me because I could probably still remember that, but not yesterday. All right. Thanks for letting me sit here and jaw on for a while. This is just what I do. Thank you. Yeah, you're right. Thanks for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, being members of the channel. And yeah, you're right. The final push is about to begin. Thank you for watching. I'll see y'all next time.